The Fever's backcourt just became a ghost town. That's the gut-punch reaction most Indiana fans felt Tuesday, when the team confirmed that spark plug guard Sophie Cunningham will not set foot on a WNBA floor again in 2025. A torn MCL in her right knee, sustained during Sunday's clash with Connecticut, has slammed the door on her season, and the ripple effects are staggering. But here's where it gets controversial. Some analysts are already whispering that Indiana's playoff hopes might actually improve without Cunningham. Why? Because the injury forces head coach Stephanie White to lean even more heavily on superstar rookie Caitlin Clark, assuming Clark's groin finally cooperates. And Clark's usage rate has historically translated to more wins. Agree or disagree, that debate is lighting up every Fever message board right now. Let's unpack the carnage. Cunningham becomes the third Indiana guard in 14 days to watch the rest of the year from the bench. First, veteran playmaker Sydney Colson crumpled with an ACL tear. Minutes later, lightning-quick Aari McDonald fractured a bone in her foot. Add in Clark's month-long groin saga, and Indiana has lost 4 different ball handlers in less time than it takes most people to finish a vacation. For beginners trying to grasp the magnitude, imagine your favorite pickup squad suddenly losing every guard who can dribble and shoot. You'd be left asking the power forward to bring the ball up court. That's essentially the Fever's reality. Front office panic mode? Not quite. Indiana moved swiftly, inking veteran Shey Peddy to a 7-day hardship contract, while waiving seldom-used Kyra Lambert. Peddy, a 33-year-old journeyman, fresh off a championship run with the Phoenix Mercury in 2022, brings playoff savvy and a reputation for clutch threes. 7 days isn't much runway, but it buys the Fever time to audition a steady hand without burning a full season roster spot. Cunningham's numbers: 8.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, 13 starts, don't leap off the stat sheet. Yet they undersell her value. Coaches rave about her defensive rotations and the way she frees up Clark with off-ball screens. Losing that glue work is like yanking the Wi-Fi router from a tech startup. Everything still looks the same, but suddenly nothing runs smoothly. And this is the part most people miss. Indiana sits 6th in the standings at 19-16. Squarely in playoff position, yet only a game or two separates them from 9th. With roughly 3 weeks left, every possession matters. If Clark's groin heals and she returns, as Coach White hopes, the Fever could still host a first-round game. If not, the franchise's feel-good turnaround story risks ending on a somber, injury-riddled note. So here's the provocative question for the comments. Would Indiana be better off shutting Clark down for good, tanking the final slate and securing a lottery pick to pair with their already promising core? Or should they push every medical and ethical boundary to get Clark back on the floor, believing that playoff reps are worth more than draft odds? Sound off below, because the Fever's next move could shape the franchise for years, and everyone seems to have a different prescription.